The callings are hard on the partners of the returned 828 passengers. Let's see the real-life partners of the Manifest cast and whether they face the same struggles.
My biggest nightmare is being stuck on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
From two co-stars who took their on-screen romance into the real world to why Josh Dallas has a fairy tale romance. And his wife's reckless offer to a friend wanting to have a baby.
If anyone thought love was dead, that was a good answer.
Still alive.
He's still alive.
Matt Long as Zeke Landon. They were drawn together by a calling, and then Zeke stole Michaela's heart. But in real life, Matt and his co-star Melissa Roxburgh are just friends. Long has been married to non-celebrity Laura Chaffins for 17 years. He protects his private life with great care, so we don't know a lot about their relationship, save for the fact that they're college sweethearts. Laura and Matt both went to Western Kentucky University, which is where the magic happened. The couple were together for many years before they tied the knot. Their daughter was born in 2014, and Matt wants to instill a love of nature in her. I just took our daughter on her first backpacking trip. I live for this stuff and want so badly to pass an appreciation for wilderness, adventure, and beauty onto her. 2 years ago, Matt and his wife had a son, and the actor celebrated the special arrival on Instagram. My son was born Sunday afternoon. As those of you with kids know, it's the most intense, incredible, and emotional experience of your life. As for the rest of the 41-year-old's personal life, it's a closed book. Apart from his cute baby photos and the fact that he grew up to be an outdoorsy guy who loves hiking. Reminds you of anyone else? He and his brothers summited Mount Whitney. Trust us, it's high, not just once, but twice. Speaking of fit dudes, we were wondering about Michaela's original love interest, so we did some digging and unearthed a little something. J.R. Ramirez and Melissa Roxburgh. AKA Jared Vasquez and Michaela Stone. We'd be lying if we don't admit we're rooting for Mick and Jay to get back together. Sure, Zeke's a great guy, but Jared deserves to be happy too. Well. Have we got news for you? 5 years ago, Roxburgh started dating fellow actor Andrew Jenkins after meeting on the set of the movie Lost Solace. That romance fizzled out after a year, and now she's fallen for another co-star. The chemistry you saw on screen was real. 2 years ago, Page Six reported that Ramirez and Roxburgh had been dating for a while. Need some proof? Look no further than this heart-melting selfie of JR and Melissa. Admittedly, JR's dog Freddy is totally stealing the show. Maybe it's because he got to skip the mask. An insider told Page Six that they were indeed dating. They try to keep it hush-hush for professional reasons, but they are definitely smitten with each other. But now, online speculation is threatening to crush our happiness. There are rumors that the couple broke up. The fact that they've always been secretive makes it really hard to say for sure. Although we couldn't find any recent social media evidence that hints at their romance, we want to believe in love, so we're going to guess they're still together. Although Melissa and JR rarely post any romantic photos, they make zero secret of how much they love the rest of the Manifest cast. The 29-year-old actress considers Josh Dallas like a sibling in real life. On one of his birthdays, she expressed her gratitude for having him in her life. Not only did I get an awesome partner on set, I got a big brother in real life. You've taught me tons, mostly how to dress cooler, she wrote. 41-year-old Ramirez also shared a few great behind-the-scenes photos with the whole cast. Seriously, season 4 cannot be cancelled. This is the best cast ever. Also, we really need to see where Angelina took baby Eden. Holly Taylor as Angelina Meyer. The 24-year-old actress has a tough role to play, as it's unlikely Meyer is anyone's favorite character. But she does drive the plot forward in a massive way, doesn't she? In real life, Taylor is not only an actress, but a talented dancer too. By the time she was 11, Holly was cast in Billy Elliot, dancing in 8 shows a week for 2 years. On the dating front, she's not one for flings. As far as we can tell, Taylor's been dating Phil Polwalk for the long haul. The actress told the New York Times about how she loves a particular diner in New Jersey, and it's all because her high school boyfriend used to take her there for the chicken fingers. You guessed it, that boyfriend was none other than Phil. And now it's time to talk about the 2 most secretive cast members ever. Parveen, Kaur, and Daryl Edwards. You'll recognize them as Dr. Saanvi and NSA Director Robert Vance. Like their characters, both cast members are closed books, but we'll dish what we know. 33-year-old Kaur appears to be in a relationship with radio host turned filmmaker Reza Daya. They met 7 years ago when he directed and she starred in a short film, Chameleon. That said, their romance has never been officially confirmed, so there's no saying for sure. As for 60-year-old Edwards, nothing is known about his personal life. Fitting for the guy who plays the head of the Secret Service. Fine-combing his social media accounts left us none the wiser. His Instagram account isn't verified. As for his Twitter profile, it seems legit enough, but he never posts anything personal, only work-related stuff like hanging out with the Manifest cast. So that's our cue to move on to the one and only Stone family. Luna Blaise as Olive Stone. The 20-year-old was born into a showbiz family, which meant she started acting from a young age. Luna is also a singer and dancer who studied Russian ballet for 10 years. As for whether she's dating anyone, it's as clear as a calling, which isn't a lot. She seems to be single, although she often posts provocative photos where she appears to be kissing girls. Like this one captioned "True Love Story," or another post which simply reads "Date Night." Naturally, some fans started speculating about her sexuality. "Oh, I didn't know you were gay. Enjoy date night," one fan commented. It's not impossible, as Blaise is a fierce advocate for equal rights within the LGBTQ+ community. But until she confirms her love life, it's anyone's guess. The season 3 finale did not bode well for the Stone matriarch, so let's see if the actress has better luck in real life. Athena Karkanis as Grace Stone. Following the finale, Athena's co-stars shared warm Instagram tributes in recognition of her departure from the show. Producer Jeff Rake wrote, "You gifted us weekly with humanity, authenticity, and complexity. Thank you always." As for her personal life, Karkanis is a lot like her more mysterious colleagues. That said, the 40-year-old has reportedly been dating a Canadian journalist since 2009. Fans were also surprised to discover that Athena has 2 children. It was this Instagram post that tipped them off. "Went to the ballet today. As a performer, I felt so happy and grateful to be there and to be sharing it with my children," Athena wrote. One fan commented, "I didn't even know she had kids, or that she was married." As for if she is married, who knows? We couldn't find a name or any other details, so it's all speculation. At least we know one thing, she's pretty close to her on-screen husband. Like Roxburgh, Athena sang Josh's praises, calling him one of the most generous actors she'd ever encountered. Even when he is spent and the camera's on his back, he'll pour his heart out to make it easier for his scene partner to deliver a truthful performance. Okay, let's get to him already. Josh Dallas as Ben Stone. Always trying to save the passengers, and man does this guy have an interesting love story in real life, so buckle up, you're in for a treat. In case you don't know yet, Dallas played Prince Charming in ABC's Once Upon a Time.
Josh Dallas is great. He's Prince Charming on and off screen.
Thank you.
Snow White was played by Ginnifer Goodwin, and she's Josh's wife. My beauty, my queen, my explosion of hope. Thanks for sharing your heart with me 7 years ago today. I love you more. The end. I win. Before Dallas met Goodwin, he was married to English actress Laura Pulver. They met while performing with the Royal Shakespeare Company. The couple divorced in 2011 and Josh moved back to the United States. Around that same time, he met his real-life princess and sparks flew almost instantly. Josh and Ginnifer announced their engagement in 2013 and were husband and wife a year later. Ginnifer spilled that their wedding was a last-minute affair. "We thought of ourselves as exceptionally modern. We were like, we don't need to get married. We'll get married later. And then I was 9 months pregnant and I was like, we totally need to get married." On their special day, Goodwin was literally pregnant and barefoot because she was afraid of being too unsteady in high heels. That wasn't the only interesting thing about their wedding. Their wedding planner's car was stolen, including their ketubah, a religious contract used in Jewish ceremonies. Thankfully, 2 Jews found the paper while walking around Hollywood and returned it in time. 2 years later, they welcomed another son into the world, and the couple continues showing us what marriage goals are. As if we haven't had enough of this fairy tale, Goodwin calls Josh the most amazing dad and her knight in shining armor. They want to have as many kids as the universe grants them. But Ginnifer took her desire to have more children to the next level. She had no problem offering up Josh's sperm to one of her best friends who was looking to become a single parent. True story! During an interview on SiriusXM's Pop Culture Spotlight with Jessica Shaw, Goodwin confirmed that this is not a joke. I was like, no, but seriously, we could arrange this. And then there would be more little Joshes in the world. This idea was summarily ended after both Josh and the best friend reminded Ginnifer of the logistics and brought her back down to earth. Well, you can't say her heart isn't in the right place. And that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching, and stay awesome.